Hey everybody, Joseph Rothschild here, aka... And we are back with the Twitter thread. We're with the Twitter thread. All right, today is one of those creative writing exercises that I know you all love so much. I'm asking you to brainstorm about one of the weirdest things that Yu-Gi-Oh! Ever did. So if you're unfamiliar, in 2009, I think 2011 in America, Yu-Gi-Oh! Had an unprecedented crossover with the protagonists from the 3 series that were out at that time. That's Yugi, Jaden, and Yusei. There's an arc in 5Ds that didn't get translated to English, and in it, a bunch of people from the future travel back in time to convince a Yusei not to use synchro summoning because it ends up causing an ecological disaster that kills 35 billion people. Over the course of this arc, Yusei not only changes fate, but also defeats pretty much everyone involved in the organization, with one exception, Paradox. Well, Paradox shows up in this movie. Paradox has a better idea than the rest of them. He says, well, if I can go back in time, why don't I just kill like all these guys at once? And so he does. He does a 3v1 duel. And I gotta tell you, I know a lot of people think this movie is not very good. I think it's great. I think it's fun. It's certainly better than the fucking Pyramid of Light, that's for sure. So I asked you to brainstorm what a modern Bonds Beyond Time would look like. Maybe new characters, new decks, new plot. Let's see what you all came up with. It would be Yuma, Yuya, and Yusaku going against a V-tubing Paradox inside of Reigns. Can't wait for Number C Infinity, Odd Eyes, Astral Code, Talker, Utopia. Ultima says, same plot, but it's all the rival characters teaming up. That would go so fucking hard. Okay, weird direction I'm sure no one would want except me, but Yugi and DM crew interacting with Yuga and the Sevens crew. We get more depth about Oset. If you're unfamiliar, a character from Sevens, that's just an anagram for Seto, and he has the Blue Eyes White Dragon. I can see Yugi getting confused about how rush duels work, and Oset and Yugi having a master duel, and Yuga complaining about how confusing it is when it's like summon Celtic Guardian set 1 pass. I don't understand! What's next? Chaos C Gustav Rider Dragon! In the times of ancient Egypt, when the art of summoning is still in its nascent stage, Yu-Gi-Oh! Origins delves into the mystique of this early form of dueling. Duelists manifest their souls into physical representations of their most powerful creatures, giving rise to ancestral variations of fan-favorite monsters from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Universe. We meet the ancient ancestors of not only the Duel Monsters cast, but from multiple different cultures and series as they travel the world. Together they embark on an arduous quest around the world to confront the escalating threat posed by these creatures. As the world plunges into chaos, our heroes uncover the crucial reason why the monsters must be contained within tablets. We see the first canonical instances of ritual, fusion, and later summoning methods that will, for one reason or another, be lost to time. As the climax approaches, our heroes face a momentous decision. To ensure the safety of their world, they must make the ultimate sacrifice, offering their souls to reseal the divine beasts, the most formidable of all creatures. This selfless act not only secures the future of dueling, but paves the way for the reign of Atem the Pharaoh and his legendary rule over ancient Egypt. Jaden's ancestor, an aspiring tribal leader from the islands of Hawaii. Yusei's ancestor, a self-made early century astrologist from the Gulf of Mexico. Yuma's ancestor, a praised philosopher and pioneer from ancient Greece. Who are you? I am Xyz summoning. Yuya's ancestor, a cultural leader and famous musician from the early stages of Brazil. Yusaku's ancestor, an overly formal, ritualistic monk from the mountains of Tibet. They have a pet Tibetan mastiff named Ai. This fucking kicks. Wait, I'm in for this. This fucks. I'm not gonna lie. I like the concept that like synchro summoning and Xyz summoning existed in the past and we just sort of forgot about it. Crossover between Joey Wheeler, Crow, and Soulburner. Crow and Soulburner teach Joey to play modern Yu-Gi-Oh! So he can defeat a demon from the fusion dimension of Arc V who seeks to destroy the other dimensions and their summoning mechanics. Joey plays Danger Tearlamid. That's the perfect Joey deck. Too much text that he doesn't have to read, but he gets to get it twisted. Me and Thigh High Socks have been brewing a plot where Yuya begins to explore the lesser known halves of Z Arc that were split off from him. The Gemini dimension, the Toon dimension, the Ritual dimension, the Spirit dimension. That's it! You're going to the Gemini dimension! Yuma and Yuya ratio Playmaker on Twitter for posting cringe in the Family Guy RP group chat. We can have a B plot where I is like, well folks, it happened. The mods of r/Family Guy NSFW have become woke. Duel Links lore could be turned into a movie. It starts out with Kaiba trying to use it to recreate everything that's happened via the memory system in order for Atem to appear again. The memory system is recreating more and more of Yu-Gi-Oh! When Atem returns in the DSOT event and leaves, Kaiba realizes he needs to assemble the Numeron code from Zexal to get him back. Characters from Zexal begin to realize what is happening but have to deal with the dual threats of Kaiba and the reinvasion of the Baryons and reach out to other worlds for help. This is done via Arc V world since characters from Arc V have memories of characters through their other series all the way to GX. The characters from Vrain's world are monitoring the situation situation and having their own inner struggle as to whether or not they want to try to destroy Duel Links. Yeah, if you're unfamiliar, the Duel Links lore is I mean, like, this is pretty close to what it is. Bad timeline where Kaiba beats Yugi, gets all 3 god cards, and goes mad with power. Because Kaiba never opened Duel Academy, the game never progressed. New summoning mechanics were never created. The future series protagonists have to learn Caveman Yu-Gi-Oh! To take him down. Imagine, like, the world is ruled by a dictatorial leader. Kaiba has the power of all 3 Egyptian gods, and none can stand to face him. Oh yeah, I'll do it. All right, let's see what we're working with here. Kaiba goes, I summon La Jin! And you go, oh shit, I guess I lose. Chad has figured out the Kaiba one. Kaiba, you made one fatal error. You left magical scientist legal. Bonds Beyond Time formats. An older Yugi, now in college with his friends off after their own goals, works through his adult life struggles and stress by catching up through Yu-Gi-Oh's history and evolution. He's offered an internship at Industrial Illusions, which turns out to make duel monsters in each world, not just Yugi's, kind of Arc V. He teams up with Yuma, Yuya, and Playmaker in tag team matches against a villainous group of past employees set on taking down Pegasus's company due to creative differences. The whole thing culminates with Yugi reflecting on himself and where he's going next in a comparison to how the game is different, but not necessarily in a bad way. That's cute. Yami Yugi teams up with Joshua Schmidt to take down Mathmex Circular, who climbed to the moon riding atop Topologic Gumblar Dragon. The villain activates Shifter, then normal summons Rabina. What if we got a YCS of all the characters? No holograms, just watching 9 hours of either the Yu-Gi-Oh logo, guess that card, or 2 anime characters having a 40-minute duel on a table while some commenter rants about his house in France as a new ban list drops. Interdimensional rare hunters. Like Paradox, they want to collect a bunch of powerful monsters, giving the story the ability to bring anyone from any show or an interdimensional battle city where all the cast are brought together. Interdimensional rare hunters sounds like a really cool concept. We need to have all the current Yu-Gi-Oh protagonists in a single movie and fight against one main villain plus smaller villains where they duel in teams. I want to watch this clusterfuck unfold on the big screen so bad I'd scream from the nostalgia. It'd be kind of, we have what, 8 guys now? It'd be kind of cool to be like, each one is a tag team duel. This one was a lot of fun, I'm surprised. I like sprinkling in these creative writing exercises for people. You all have some really good ideas that I'm sure Konami will rip off sometime this decade. The funniest thing that happened as a result of this tweet is that Yuya was trending at like 3 a.m. last night. Good stuff, everybody. See you next time. Not you asking for script pitches during the writer's strike. Thanks.